What up, YouTube? I'm Topaz Jace. I got a pretty good show lined up for you, man. First, we're going to talk about how a independent artist showed off his royalty statement. Then we're going to jump into this review for this album from Snoop Dogg, Bush. And then we're going to go into an article from downloadpass.com. But before then, let's listen to a brief instrumental from underground producer MG Producer. Artist shows off his royalty statement to show the differences between Tidal and Spotify, in which Tidal's royalties was about 2 times as much as Spotify ever gives out. And you know, that shit is fucking huge. And it got me really thinking, like, this is why Jay-Z has done this. As the owner of this business, he realizes he doesn't care about how much money this individual enterprise makes, because he as an artist is going to be clocking these damn royalties as well. He'll be getting more royalties than anything, man, if this shit catches on the where it needs to catch on, while other places like Apple to Spotify, they can't fucking do that. So therefore, this is like the best place for independent and just regular musicians to be a part of. And they hate that shit and they gonna try to stop it. But anyway, on to today's album review, man. It's to that Snoop Dogg, Bush. And you know, coming into this, kind of expected this to be the true follow-up to Paid the Cost to Be the Boss. Now, go back to Paid the Cost to Be the Boss. It was a lot of soul samples and R&B to go along with little bits of funk, with the perfect blend of hip-hop to go along with. Now, what Bush is mainly funk and hip-hop put together. Excellent production there by Pharrell the Neptune. A lot of great background vocals and singing and such on there from Charlie Wilson. Overall, a really good change of pace album for what the music is today in this industry. Now, here's real talk. If you didn't like So Many Pros and Peaches and Cream and such, man, then you probably won't like this project, because that is pretty much the theme behind the entire way. Like, there are some songs on there that's a little more hip-hop based than funk. Like the song with T.I., which I felt as though was one of the best songs on here, as well as the one with Kendrick Lamar and Rick Ross, which Kendrick laid a pretty damn dope ass verse on it, and that was another one of the better songs off of this as well. Really, there's only one song on here that I really didn't fuck with like that, man, and it's that song with Gwen Stefani, Runaway. But besides that, the entire fucking album rides, man. Now, I will say that some of these songs definitely come off as being them creating the same song over and over type shit. Just a different beat that has the same exact feel to it, and that kind of takes away from this project. But overall, man, this is one of those that I recommend people to go ahead out and buy as soon as this motherfucker comes out. I give it an 8 out of 10. But anyway, on to today's article from downloadpass.com, and today's article is about chemistry, because too many artists, they really underestimate or really just try not to go along and build chemistry with other people that they try to rap with and such, man. They try to go into songs like, okay, I'ma just write 16, you write 16, lay it down, done deal. Which, that's bullshit, because as artists who's dealing with each other, you have to push each other to get fucking better, you dig? Like, the best way that I can explain this is, for those of you who've seen X-Men Days of Futures Past, probably the best X-Men movie I've ever seen in my fucking life. You see, the X-Men of the future had to band together in order to survive, and the only way it was going to work is if they had the fucking chemistry to do so. Like how Kitty Pryde and Bishop, as soon as the Sentinels came, they knew to go into the safe house to send Bishop to the past so they can change some shit. While all of the rest, from Colossus to Iceman to Jinx, all of these guys, they pretty much had to stall and buy time for them. So they used all of their powers together in order to survive, in which they just barely get away with that shit every time they had to do it. If the chemistry wasn't as good as it was, man, they never would have survived as long as they fucking survived. And that's kind of the direction that guys gotta take, man. You got to sit down and know the strengths and weaknesses of those that you were fucking with, man, and push each other to be better. It is the best way that people get better in this game. I hope you enjoyed the show. You can follow me at Twitter up there, and you can go to downloadpass.com, that's down there, to read today's article.